Welcome back to Elite Dangerous with the Rude Man, and I'm here today at Carterport. That's my home port, with my third account. This is she, and her name is Granuale, and we are preparing a trip. I'm going to station her out at Colonia, which is about 26,000 light years from Seoul, where we're at now. And the reason I'm doing that is, like I said, she's my third account. I have 6 accounts now. The first one is Rude Man, and the second one is Ram Odin. Granuale is the third one. And then I've got a fourth one named Stevie. And then I've got an account with PS4 and one with the Xbox. Now, I've got plans of what to do with these 4. People ask me, why do you need 4 accounts? I don't need them. But I want to be able to do different things at different times. And it's easier with more accounts. For example, if I only had one account and I went out into the deep dark exploring and something happens in the bubble that I want to be involved with, if I have 2 accounts, I can leave one in the bubble. I can go out exploring. If something's happening in the bubble, I jump on the second account and I can have fun with the guys. Okay? So, I'm currently in the 12th Fleet, and I am the Rear Admiral in the 12th Fleet, and I want to station Granuale in Colonia so that we've got a ship at Colonia if necessary, if somebody's out there exploring close to Colonia and they need emergency help. This ship is engineered as a exploring ship, but also as a healing ship. And we'll go over how I've got it engineered in a moment. The fourth account, Stevie, I'll be working on next, and I'm thinking about placing Stevie out at either Sag A or maybe the Omega mining area. And that's one of the destinations we're going to stop at on our trip with Granuale to Colonia. First off, this is an Anaconda, and as I said, I've got it set up for exploring and healing. And both of those things, in my opinion, need jump range, because if somebody's in dire need of repairs or fuel out in the deep dark of space, you want to be able to get to them as quickly as possible. So I've engineered this for doing that. My top jump distance is 78.1 light years. And that's pretty good considering that this ship is loaded. First of all, in the hard points, I have engineered a single beam to be a repair beam. It's called a Healy beam because it heals. In case anybody needs their shields healed, you can do that with that beam. In the utility mounts, I have an heat sink launcher that is engineered for weight. The core internals, I've got lightweight alloys that, again, are engineered for lightweight. I have a 3A power plant in that section. Now, originally I had a 2A power plant that was fully engineered, and I wanted just a little bit more power because of all the stuff that I have in this ship, so I swapped it out for a 3A. Now, normally you can't put a 3A on an Anaconda because it's too small. That power plant is too small for this ship. What I had to do to get around that is I took the 3A, I put it in a smaller ship that it would fit in. I took it to the engineers and I engineered it up as high as it would go. Once I did that, it gave it enough power that I could actually put it on this ship. And believe it or not, that 3A's power and everything I've got. I put in a smaller thruster that was a little more lightweight, and I engineered it as a dirty drive, but I stripped it down so it's a little bit lighter. The 6A frameshift drive is engineered for mass and also for distance. The life support as well as the sensors are both engineered for lightweight. These things can be tremendously heavy. So I've done that. The power distributor I engineered as much as I could. First of all, It's a 4D, which is the lightest module you can put in there. But it's also engineered, stripped down so it's a little bit lighter. But I have it engine focused. So I've focused the power. It's gonna help the smaller power plant out a little bit. And then we'll go to the options. Remember I said it was fully loaded. First of all, I've got the biggest fuel scoop I can put in it, and it's A rated. You want speed out there when you're exploring. You don't want to sit all day getting fuel at a star, especially if you're traveling for speed. I put 2 6A auto field maintenance units in there so that I can repair the ship. They don't really weigh much, so it's no big deal having those in there. I put in a cargo rack, a 6E cargo rack. I'm going to be having to haul limpets if I want to repair and or fuel other ships, so I need some cargo space. I need a little bit more range on the jump, so I put a Guardian frameshift drive booster in. That gives me close to 10 jump range, well, a little over 10 jump range increase. I put in a FD fighter hangar so that when we're out on the planets, I can pull out a fighter hangar and fly around and joke around and goof around and do all the nonsense that we do when we're out there exploring. I put in a repair limpet controller so I can repair other ships. That's a military compartment there. I don't need that. This is not a military ship. I won't be fighting with it. I put a 4G planetary vehicle hangar in so that I can have access to 2 SRVs. We get up to a lot of nonsense when we're out there, and it always helps to have an extra SRV in case you blow one up. I've got a 4D shield generator that is engineered for lightweight. I've got a fuel transfer limpet so that I can transfer fuel to other ships, and I engineered it also for lightweight. And then I have a detailed surface scanner. Now, this is an exploration ship, so I'll be doing a lot of scanning, surface scanning. And so I have it engineered for expanded probe scanning radius. So that should help me with the exploring. I do have an advanced docking computer because I'm a lazy pilot. And that's about it. But as you can see, it's got about everything on it that you could need. So, and it still gets 78 light year jump range. So now that the engineering's out of the way, let's take a look at the route I'm going to be taking. As I said, it's about 25 to 26,000 light years away. With the jump range I've got in this ship, I could make that in 2 to 3 hours or less, depending whether I do neutron stars or not. I am not going to do neutron stars for one reason. If you look over here, I am elite in trading, but I'm only a pioneer in exploration. Now, I don't have far to go to be elite in exploration, and I'm hoping that the exploration that I'm going to do on this trip will put me over to elite, and I'll be a double elite with this account. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my time. I'm going to do a little bit of exploring on the way, and I'm going to use a route that I kept from about 2 years ago. It's been over 2 years ago. I took a trip called the Dove Enigma Expedition, and I kept the route. So it starts off in Mannon. That's going to be our first point of interest. That's an asteroid base that we're going to go to first off. Then I'm going to go on to Hillary Depot. And all of these are points of view that we did 2 years ago in that trip. And I'm going to be taking my sweet time getting there and exploring along the way until we get to Colonia. Well, now that we're prepared to take off, what I'm going to do is the exploring and the jumping between points of interest are going to be kind of boring because all I'm going to be doing is jumping from system to system. I'll be scanning the system for cartography, and there's not much to see out there. So what I'm going to be doing is I'll take off from here, and I'll come back online when I reach my first destination. We'll take a little bit of a rest there. We'll look at that station, and then we'll jump to the next point of view, and I'll do that all over again. So let's take off. I'm going to let my crew handle the takeoff. Departure handover.
Aye, aye, Captain. Departure procedures initiating. Pre-launch diagnostic checks. Crew, stand by for launch.
Aye, sir. Engines online.
Acknowledged. Power diverted to shields.
Helm control.
Yes?
You now have the con. The ship is yours.
Understood. Launching now. Ascending to 30 meters.
Thrusters now, please.
Intelligent thrusters engaged.
My status? Right. I'm feeling good.
Handoff complete.
Scan detected. Captain, the ship is yours.
All right, let's get away from this place. Power to engines.
Diverting power to requested systems.
Full impulse.
Maximum impulse engaging.
Currently we're mass locked at the station, so as soon as we get past that mass lock, we'll go ahead and set our course. Open galaxy map.
Opening map.
Our first destination is Mannon. As you see on the map, it's about 1,048 light years away. That should be around 14 or 15 jumps for this ship. Close the map.
Closing map.
Let's take a look. Left panel. Open left panel. Yes, you'll see it's 15 jumps for this ship. Close left panel. Engage safety jump.
Jumping.
Drive charging.
So for the duration of this trip, I will be recording the initial jump, and then I'll come back and record the last jump to our destination.
Completing system scan for
Full
Colonia.
impulse.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Engage safety jump on my mark.
Standing by.
Mark.
Jumping.
Drive charging.
Alrighty, we're back. I've got one jump to Mannon. It's our first point of interest. See that nebula right in front of us there? That's directly where we're headed, in that direction. If you see, Mannon is right in front of it. Now, it's a little deceiving. A nebula is probably still a ways away. But we're going to make our last jump into Mannon and take a look at this station. Engage safety jump.
Jumping.
Drive charging.
Vectors.
Humans have always suggested that gaining knowledge by observation alone won't cut it for them. They are unique. Completing system scan for cartography.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Alrighty, let's line up with our station. Okay, as you see, Mannon is a asteroid station. So we're gonna lock that in. Looks like a big potato, doesn't it? $75%.
75%.
It's kind of a pretty area of space. It's
Acknowledged, Captain.
now that bright white star kind of colors the sky a little bit different than, say, a yellow star would. That's kind of funny. If you look at the hologram just to the left of my scanner, you'll see the asteroid base kind of looks like a baked potato lying on its side, and the entrance kind of looks like an eye of the potato. To the eye of the storm, we're entering the eye of the potato. We can be the hot, gooey butter in the middle with sour cream. Oh, that sounds kind of gross. Sorry. $50%.
50%, sir.
Pretty rings. Planet's kind of pretty too. Been a while since I've been out here. About 2 years. Yeah, the game's had some changes since then. I think we've had the planet textures have changed since then. close. I'm always a cautious pilot. I always come in slow. When I'm traveling with others, disengage.
Disengaging.
Yeah, when I'm traveling with others, I'm always the last to get there. I'm a little bit slow.
LAC Golf Romeo Alpha. We've prepared a landing pad for your arrival, Commander. Welcome to our station.
As usual, I'm going to let the crew take us in. Number 1, take us in.
Affirmative. Requesting docking clearance. Helm,
Yes?
handing you the con.
I have it.
Quarter impulse.
A little patience, please. Adjusting velocity.
Access granted. Set down on landing pad 3-2. Automated docking approved. You may now handle the control.
Powering shields.
We're in the pipe. 5 by 5.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing thrusters.
Readying landing thrusters. Approaching LZ. Touchdown. Handoff complete.
Very good.
Landing complete. Command
Sir,
system shut
the
down.
ship is yours.
Report to station
Repairs.
services for more information,
Fuel.
Commander.
Weapons. Check. Completed.
All right, we're back in control of the ship. And this is Mannon Station. Again, as I said, it is an asteroid station. I'll take a little bit of look at it here. It's not pretty. You can see some of the decking is off, loose. There's wires all over the place. It's not your most gorgeous station. It looks like a station under construction, does it not? And although it's not pretty like some of the stations, it is interesting. Especially if you're a miner. Looks like there's a lot of welding going on. Now, as I said, it's been a couple of years since I've been here. I wouldn't be able to tell you if there's been any changes to the station or not. It is quite interesting, though. Pretty cool.
This is a message to all commanders. Please reduce your speed when maneuvering your ship inside the docking bay.
All right, we're going to head back to the Voyager, and I'm going to end our first leg of the trip to Colonia. When we come back, we'll take our second jump. And depending on how long that takes, we might be able to get more than one jump in the next episode. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you then.